Can I go first? Because I
Yes,
find
you
it so funny.
Yes.
This is Roy Keane talking about... Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Jimmy Callaghan, Ian Wright talking about training the night before big European games.
Is when you play some of them big teams, and when you're playing for United or a big club, and in England you're kind of and then you come up against these teams, and they look at you as you go, yeah, well, we're as big as you, pal. You know, Real Madrid, Bayern. You go, oh, this is going to be a battle here. You know, they didn't care.
Do you remember when Mick Hucknall trained with us?
That's right.
I just remember the night before the Barcelona.
You struggled against him in the training. He kept dropping in them little holes. Someone get to Mick. Bobby Charlton trained with us one night. Bobby was 60-odd. Bobby joined in.
Yeah, he did.
Like before the game.
Yeah. So it's basically one night, it was we're playing away in Barcelona. I think it was the night we lost 4-0. Yeah. It was the night we lost 4-0.
Mick's fault. I didn't think he'd start, didn't he?
So it starts off. As a fairly orthodox conversation about getting to big stadiums in Europe the night before the match and getting to go on the pitch, get a feel for the pitch, do a little bit of light training. And I've seen teams do that. And then they talk about Bobby Charlton training with them on the pitch. Roy Keane makes a good point that, if you're Man United or Liverpool or Arsenal, you're a big club in sort of English terms. But then when you go to Bayern Munich or Real Madrid or Barcelona, they don't see you. They might see you as equals, but they certainly don't see you as superiors, and you're going to be in a battle. And then Guy Neville remembers that Mick Hucknall had trained on the pitch with them, in his capacity as one of Man United's more famous fans. And Roy, quick as a flash, says, and he struggled against him because he was playing in the pockets. He's very funny when he shouts, "Will someone pick up Mick?"
They lost the game then, didn't they?
They did lose the game. They lost 4-0.
Which Roy says.
I just didn't expect him to start, Mick. Which reminded me of Ali Diar. Do you remember the...
oh, yeah.
The guy who'd claimed that he was George Weah's cousin, and Graham Souness played him in a Premier League match for Southampton at the Dell. But Roy is so funny in this.
I think Roy is. Do you know what? There's two people at the moment that are ultra charismatic, I think, on TV.
Okay.
In a sports setting. One is Roy Keane.
Yeah.
The other one is Eddie Hearn, which we'll talk about later on.
Yes, yeah.
But I think Roy is just, and he's in on the joke. He's not.
Yes.
He's really cashing in on it with his commercial stuff, and why not? Because it's a short career, but he's so good on this. He comes across so well, Roy Keane.
When he wants to talk about football, he can do it with the best of them.
Oh yeah, we can break it down unbelievably well.
He can break it down with the best of them. When he wants to be funny, he's the funniest one.
Yeah.
And also, despite having been a Premier League footballer, a famous footballer for well over, probably for 35 years, I think he's still very relatable. Have you seen the clip where he talks about he couldn't get his brother's tickets for the League Cup final?
Yes, yeah.
So he ended up giving his brothers £1,000 in cash and said, just go and buy 2 off a tout. Because I was meant to pick them up in the week and no one told me, so there's no tickets going spare. And then eventually Des Walker's got a load of spare tickets in his suit, and he sorts him out. But he's like at the gates. This is before Forest played. I can't remember who they played. It was Tottenham, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's at the gates at Wembley talking to his brothers through the fence, getting some. I can't help you.
In, lads.
I'm so sorry, I messed up. And he remembers how nervous that made him feel because his mum and dad got in, I think. And there's very, very sweet footage of his dad talking about how proud he is of him. And he looks a lot like Roy Keane, and he sounds like Roy Keane. But I find Roy Keane very relatable, even though the life he's lived hasn't been normal for a very, very long time.
I just find him funny.
And he's also very funny.
Bloke.
Yeah.
His timing's really good.
Yes. Yeah.
When he dropped that, and his choice of phrase, when he describes Mick Hucknall and making the side, the way he does it is funny.
Yeah.
Bang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think...
Because he didn't say pick him, he said start him.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to start him.
It was the fact he put start in rather than I didn't think he'd pick him.
Yeah.
Didn't think he'd start him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
And I think those lot, I love seeing. If I do the sort of interview thing I was doing with the rugby, I'm genuinely, the people I've had on, I just enjoy listening to. I can just sit there and listen to them. You watch like Ian Wright's face when Roy Keane's off on one.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Wright,
yeah.
he loves it, doesn't he? And he's laughing his head off.
And also, when he shouts, "Will someone pick up Mick?" and he sounds really desperate. And you can imagine him shouting that on the pitch about, I don't know, Ruud van Nistelrooy. But he shouted
So the fella from
about-
Simply Red.
shouted about Mick.
I'm old
Hucknall.
enough to remember when, certainly at least in his own press, Mick Hucknall was
Oh,
like a pimp.
absolute sex
Well,
god.
he had sex with thousands of women, didn't he?
Talked about it all the time as well.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did. Yeah.
Like a massive cry for help. Like just kept banging about all the women he had sex
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I saw him he loves his football, doesn't he? He's a big football fan.
Yes, he is, yeah.
I remember seeing a photograph of him in a pair of football shorts. I think he had no top on. Thinking, yeah.
What do they see?
Yeah.
What are they seeing here? Because I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. Yeah. This really is a Carolina Hearn interview.
Yeah.
What first drew you to multimillionaire Mick Hucknall?
He does love his foot. I read once that the Man United hooligans used to use him as a decoy because he had that big shock of red hair.
Sorry.
They would make him stand on his own, and then all the opposition fans would come around the corner and all start taking the piss out of his ginger hair and start chasing him, and then there would be more Man United fans ready and waiting. So he was.
He was in a firm.
He was the sort of. That's what I've read. I have.
He
read
was the
that.
bait. He was the
because he was the bait. Because he was going in the 70s when it was.
Fair play.
When it was, aggro every week, and also when they were the worst ones, Man United, because they used to travel in such huge numbers.
Yeah, people forget that.
Yeah.
That's never talked about.
Well, there's footage. Have you seen them when they played Cardiff in 1974? They played Cardiff in Indian Park. It might be the first day of the season, but it's fucking chaos.
Really?
Because there's 10,000 Man United fans turn up. So, South Wales police just couldn't handle it. There's fighting all over town, all the way to Ninian Park. Because they were such a well-supported team. But I would never, if I was Swansea City's most famous fan, I would never train with a team.
No, I'd fear putting them
You
off.
also would talk about how many women you had sex with, because you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it takes a certain character to go.
I would never do
What
that.
they need before the Champions League semi-final is the guy from Holding Back the Years to be keeping the ball.
Fairground.
Yeah, I
'Cause
never really got Simply Red. I'll be
I
honest.
don't own any of their
neither
records.
do
I never would have.
It's interesting because they're obviously
Stars
big
was their
selling
big
band.
hit, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, and Fair.
And I like to think that Ricky Gervais is on the same page as us, because when he did David Brent doing "If You Don't Know Me," if you don't know me, that it should have ruined that song forever. But it still gets sung.
Yeah.
And they always said about what a tremendous voice. Like he was the best voice in music.
Yes, that was the thing. All
he's
the
not,
critics
mate.
used to say.
He's got a decent voice. Yeah, he's got a good voice. He's not Wilson Pickett, is he? He's not.
Go on,
Stars.
Give me,
No, because I'll name 10 of them.
give me some more modern singers like Wilson Pickett.
Stars is the 14th best-selling album of all time in the UK.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there'll be other stuff like No Parlay by Paul Young and that as well.
Something Got Me Started. Stars.
That
For Your Babies, which I don't remember. Thrill Me Into Your Mirror. And in 2000,
Mirror.
Q placed Stars at number 18. It's listed at
Read
100
the
greatest
track
songs
list. Read the
ever.
track list. Read the track list. Come on.
Something Got Me Started. Hucknall, Fritz McIntyre. Stars.
Good
Doesn't
track.
say who wrote that one. Thrill Me, Hucknall McIntyre.
Thrill Me.
Your Mirror doesn't say. She's Got It
Michael
Bad. doesn't-
McIntyre wrote these.
For Your Babies, Model, How Can
Harry
I Fall,
Packer wrote
Freedom and Wonderland.
For your babies.
They did. It always seemed to be that we were very late to get a CD player in my family.
Okay.
Just like we were very late to get colour telly and a video and all that stuff.
Yeah.
My dad was very. he was always
You're probably
well
very
down
early
the
for
curve.
Carmarthen, to be fair to you.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But I mean, if I'd go around to my parents' houses, to my sort of friends' houses, if their parents had a CD player, Stars was often the CD, the
Not
first
my
CD
fucking
that
house,
they'd
mate. I can tell you that
bought.
for nothing.
Okay.
Pardon?
Not in our house.
No, it was that kind of. It was like sort of your friend's mum would have bought.
When
it
you
in
had-
Tesco.
Like a CD club, like a monthly subscription.
Britannia,
Yes.
Britannia Music Club,
yeah.
Yeah.
which I had.
And CD Wow, and there was a film called.
Everyone
Love
had
Film
like
as well.
Brothers in Arms. Everyone had Innocent Man by Billy Joel. Everyone
Yeah.
had Born of the USA by Springsteen. There were certain albums that everyone had. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
Stars
one
would
of
be
those. No
Yeah.
Parlay by Paul Young. was another big one.
Springsteen's another one I don't get at
Not
all.
your thing? No.
No.
I like
I had-
Thunder Road.
Yeah, I thought it was a good album.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I do struggle a bit with Springsteen.
Yeah.
I like him as a bloke. And
Yes, I'd
and
like
he's
to
amazing.
I'd like to
He's
have a
a-
drink with him.
Yeah.
He seems like a decent bloke, and he's incredible that he still does what he does at the age he's doing and the way he does it. But yeah, it's not.
Yeah, there's a
something
lot to admire about him.
I bought Born in the USA like everybody else, and I got Thunder Road, and that's me for Springsteen. Which is more than he's got on me, to be fair. So you know.
But I know people who, I don't know.
He might have streamed Mammoth.
He might have streamed Mammoth.
He might be
In
a
which
patron.
case,
Someone,
I take it all back.
Let me
someone
search see if Bruce
very
is on this.
very famous, more famous than you'll realise, will have streamed Mammoth.
Yeah.
But you'll never
Oh,
know.
yeah.
That's the frustrating thing. That's the weird. That's the odd.
Bruce at
Well, the bloke I don't
brucespringsteen.com.
think this is speaking out of turn. So the bloke I write Mammoth with, Paul,
Okay. Yeah.
writes that Death Valley,
Oh yeah,
which is on BBC, the sort of
Right.
crime mystery comedy
with Timothy Spall in
thing.
it.
Yeah, Timothy
Okay.
Spall.
Yeah.
Right.
And of course, Mike Bubbins, playing Desk Sergeant Number 1. No, but he was saying, so when he said that about someone famous would have streamed Mammoth, right?
Yes.
He said the other day that they've sold it abroad now. I'm not speaking out of turn because
Okay.
BBC Studios sell stuff abroad, that's how they make the money.
Right. Okay.
But but you sell them by, you don't sell them by necessarily the country always. It's by the, what's the way they call it? There's different markets.
The van load.
Yeah.
There's a van load of Mammoth.
They call them territories because,
Yes.
like for instance, if you're on British Airways,
Yeah.
the films you watch on British Airways, that's a territory, right?
Sure.
So one of the territories he's been sold to, or his show's been sold to, is Air Force One.
Ooh.
I said, that's amazing. No, but I mean, it's a weird thing to think of, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we sell Mammoth to Air Force One, Trump could be sat there watching me in my
Donald
my
Trump
Speedos.
kicking back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thinking, nailed that press conference. Right,
After a
let's
hard
watch
day on
some
the
of
golf
this.
course.
Thinking that doesn't seem too controversial to
This
me.
is a great documentary.
Yeah. Yeah.